We're running a little bit behind today, but we back Motor City Sports Talk. Y'all know what it is. Your boy CJ Goodfella back talking some Detroit Lions football, and that's what's hot in the city once again. Usually don't put two videos this close together on this channel, but basically my day is consolidated. I done switched from first shift from a second, third shift-ish job to a first shift job, so bear with me, y'all. And I'm trying to put the work in. And also, if you don't know, I run an entirely different page, man. I'm trying to catch up with somebody so we can do some draft talk. When I get that information, I definitely shoot to that other page. But, you know, this is something I'm passionate about, and that's why I continue to cover Detroit sports and cover the Detroit Lions. You know, my other page, I actually profit from it. You know, it's not, you know, breaking the bank or nothing like that. But, you know, I still got a love for the Lions, and I continue to cover them. But today, I was listening to 97.1 The Ticket. Shout out to everybody that's in Metro Detroit and get that. Or y'all can get it on cbsradio.com or something like that. I used to listen to that when I was staying out of town. But, you know, they said Bob Quinn said that he feels very confident in the moves he made in free agency. Now, I was a guy at first that was down on his free agency and said, damn, why the Lions ain't making no moves? Why they ain't making no splash moves? But, you know, really, the percentages tell you when you make splash moves and pay big money for certain players, for a lot of players, they're paying out. Especially you put multiple big signings together and you see it don't work out. The best way to build a team is through the draft. My whole thing about it was the Lions only have 5 picks. I like to see them get multiple picks, you know, at least 2 or 3 more picks, at least 2 more picks, you know, at minimum. But, and I did the video the other day saying that Bob Quinn, I went back and kind of, you ever, you know, just working or doing something else or working out, doing what you're doing, just sitting there and it's just something, you know, just bam in your head that you don't even thinking about. You think about something else. And I just remember it flashed in my head that Bob Quinn say at the press conference, I think he was introducing Matt Patricia. He said, we're going to take our time and build this right. We're not going to rush into it. And then I looked at the cap, you know, room for next year. It looks to be $21 million. Right now, the Lions are probably somewhere about 15, 16, 17. It's a guesstimation. And if they can, you know, at least have, you know, just under $10 million after this cap year, after the draft, after this year, after the draft, they're going to be in good position. And they say he feels very, very confident about the acquisitions he got. So that means Matt Patricia feels that he could plug them in their defense and make it happen. Just like Kyle Van Noy, you know, wasn't really nothing here. He went to New England, and they plugged him in, and they put him in a position to be great. And if they got a system run like that with the Lions, you know, they're going to be dangerous. And I'm trusting in Bob Quinn. I'm just saying, nah, if he falls off or do something stupid, then, you know, I admit that I was wrong. I have no issue admitting that I was wrong. But, you know, what he's doing, I'm starting to see. He's starting to get value picks in free agency. And, you know, he getting the little spaghetti things that go through the strainer that you just miss him how to get through the strainer. That's what he's doing, man. He's getting the good talent, you know, that's getting cut and that's just not getting signed. I look for the deal. He's scooping them up, you know, giving them opportunity. You know, they have that Patriot mystique and pedigree, and people want to be a part of something like that. And if they can build a New England way and kind of turn it and kind of, you know, put their own twist and make it a one-pride Detroit Lions way, I mean, you know, what they doing with guys on one-year deals that was castaways from other team, or, you know, guys like Ricky Francois when they almost signed, Jonathan Hankins when they still looking at, if they, you know, if they able to, you know, those guys able to fit in with this system and they able to win some games and they able to plug it in and have big seasons, look for guys to come here on the cheap. You know, look for big number guys that might drop their number a little bit, or, you know, they usually want to look at Detroit to look over here and say, you know what, I like what they're doing. They got the quarterback. You know, Matt Patricia is doing this thing on defense. You know, he's making a 5, 6, 7 course meal with scraps, and, you know, he's doing his thing. And I believe in what they're doing, man. I'm gonna say that I backed Bob Quinn. I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm not gonna be like like an old girlfriend who their boyfriend, like 7 boyfriends did him wrong, being a Detroit Lions fan, making this analogy, and carry, you know, from those 7 relationships and carry it on into this relationship with Bob Quinn. You know, Mayhew, Matt Millen. You know, all them errors is different. Get this guy a complete shot. It seems like he has a method to his madness, and he's been drafting great. You know, You know, and I'm trusting what he's doing. You know, take your time and you know, you know, believe in him. Give him a chance. You know, what else do we got to lose? But I'm definitely believing in his vision. I'm definitely believing what he's doing. Now he's getting active and getting guys that value picks, and we talked about that off free agency spotlight. Was value picks, value. He's getting great value for players that have something to prove, players that they have a vision in how they're going to use them. They're just not signing players because they got a big contract or they got an attractive city or they on the cusp of winning the championship or division like some teams doing. They actually see, like, you know what, we see Sylvester Williams, we see Jonathan Hankins, you know, let's plug him in. You know, we see how we're going to envision him. He coming fresh, hey, this is how we want to use you, bada, 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 you interested, we building something good here. And you could tell, Patricia and him has confidence. I'm going to ride with them. Even if they flop next season, I don't expect this team to be, 16-0, 15-11-5, 10-6, or nothing like that. Even if they flop, as long as they build in the right way and they get all that cap room next year and they use it right, just not spending on any and everybody, I'm rolling with them, man. I've been rolling with the Lions since, I was born in 89. And it's 2018. I'm still rolling with my boys thick and thin. We gone.